Western Ghats rose from Gondwana and are far older than the Himalayas. This range runs 1,600 kilometers, trapping monsoon rain against India's west coast. Roughly a third of India's plants and vertebrates live only in these hills. One silhouette silences this canopy, and every species here recognizes it. A single egg can represent an entire breeding season's effort. Lion-tailed macaques, Macaca silenus, spend almost their whole lives above the ground. Fewer than 4,000 remain, making this one of Asia's rarest primates. Between fruiting seasons, protein becomes the hardest thing in this forest to find. Black eagles build stick platforms over a meter wide on cliff-edge trees. Ictinaetus malaiensis lays one egg in a season, occasionally two. Both parents must leave to hunt, and that window is very narrow. Eggshell holds calcium that fruit and insects alone cannot supply. Nest rating is recorded across many macaque species, though rarely filmed. This pair's entire reproductive year has just ended in 90 seconds. The black eagle hunts by flying slowly, only meters above the canopy. Its wingspan reaches 180 centimeters, yet it weighs under 2 kilograms. Its claws evolved to lift nests, not to seize large mammals. This was never a hunt, a nest owner expelling a raider. The season, though, is already lost. Alarm calls travel outward, warning squirrels, drongos, and neighboring troops at once. Every strike that misses costs energy the eagle cannot easily replace. Descending costs height, and height is this species' entire defense. Near the river, the canopy thins and the escape routes run out. Lion-tailed macaques descend to the ground only on rare occasions. Water is a last resort, never a strategy this species prefers. The eagle cannot lift this animal, so it strikes instead. A swimming primate sends vibrations far through shallow, root-tangled water. Indian rock pythons, Python molurus, ambush from exactly this position. A python may hold one ambush position for many days without moving. Constriction does not crush. It stops blood from reaching the brain. The macaque has survived, but has lost its position in the canopy. A lost troop member calls until an answer comes, or until nightfall. Grooming confirms social bonds and removes parasites and debris at the same time. Pythons and crocodiles both time their breeding to these water cycles. Indian leopards, Panthera pardus fusca, take more than 30 prey species. On the forest floor, a macaque has left its only real defense behind. Overhead, the troop's silence is itself a failure of vigilance. Cats attack from under 20 meters, and usually from far closer. Troops rarely descend to defend a member. The canopy is safety. Riverbank roots offer shade and concealment. Other animals know this too. Root hollows hold cool, moist air, ideal for a resting python. In a space this narrow, a leopard cannot use its speed. A cat releases its prey by reflex the instant it is attacked. Records of pythons overpowering adult leopards are essentially unknown in India. The python was never fighting for the leopard. It was fighting for the carcass. A meal this size can sustain a python for several weeks. Digestion raises a python's metabolic rate more than almost any vertebrate. A female approaching her breeding cycle must store energy for the eggs ahead. Mugger crocodiles, Crocodylus palustris, bury 25 to 30 eggs in sand. Pythons find prey by heat. Cold eggs are invisible to them. A python takes a few small animals, then stops feeding for weeks. A full stomach makes a python slow, and here, slow is fatal. In the Western Ghats, no prize is ever held for long. She will carry her hatchlings to water inside her own mouth.